Yeah, good morning, wonderful people. You're welcome to the program this morning. It is Bystanders and Nuisance. I'm Christian Chuku. Yes, today is the 2nd of March 2023, and we're here to get people having this conversation on the elections that INEC conducted a few days ago. Currently, as we speak, INEC is updating its online election portal, the IREV. Yes, up to now, 82% INEC has updated. Yes, although they announced the results before updating the results on the portal, they announced the results, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared winner. Yesterday, he got his certificate. He got his certificate of return as the president-elect. Let's look at the nation this morning. We are here at Abiodun Jagun Street. You can see everywhere is calm this morning. People, their faces, they are not too happy. Looking at their faces, they are not too happy with. It seems they are not too happy with the conduct of the election. Although we have March 11th for another set of election, the governorship and the state house of assemblies. Let's look at the nation. I have the nation with me. I have Daily Trust with me this morning. Yes, ATIKU will be head to court as Tinubu pledges fairness. ATIKU will be head to court as Tinubu pledges fairness. NNPP demands cancellation. Asiwaju visits Buhari in Daura. Asiwaju visits Buhari in Daura. UK Prime Minister Osibanjo IBB ACF congratulates President-elect UK Prime Minister Osibanjo IBB Arewa Congress congratulates the President-elect, that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We have 32 states may witness flood this year. That is from NIHSA. 32 states may witness flood this year. Lagos Police warns against fake security alerts. Lagos Police warn against fake security alerts. Farmers lament as irrigation activities being grounded. And also, yes, most important, court remands Reps leader Dogua over murder and arson. He killed 4 persons at NNPP Secretariat in Kano State over the elections. He shot and killed 4 persons. Police detained Kano NNPP rep-elect over firearm possession. What about the murder? Senators fought Lawan's claim on e-result transmission. Senators fought Lawan's claim on e-result transmission. Nigeria's oil production rig count rose in January. Nigeria's oil production rig count rose in January. That is from the OPEC. Let's look at other reports on the Nation newspaper this morning. I hear you loud and clear. President-elect tells youth, I hear you loud and clear. What does it mean by saying so? Young Nigerians will get full attention. Yes, Tinubu promises good governance, functional economy and security. President-elect, VP-elect get a certificate of return. Yes, that is the certificate of return gotten by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He carried that certificate visiting President Muhammadu Buhari. Let's look at other reports here this morning. Tinubu's victory excites the capital market. We have increase in the capital markets, gains in the capital market. So it is connected by the Nation newspaper. They are connecting Tinubu's victory to the capital market. Buhari says the poll results reflect will of Nigerians, says Buhari. He also said that there are flaws in the election, but still the poll result reflects the will of Nigerians. I'm going to ask our reviewers this morning whether the poll results reflect the will of Nigerians, because they are very much closer to Nigerians as we speak. Let's look at other reports this morning. Let's look at other reports this morning. I have this to say about the INEC this morning. I have this to say about the INEC this morning. INEC updating their IREF portal, the result portal, updating the result portal. Questions are underway. Why updating now? Where did you get the information to declare Bola Ahmed Tinubu the president-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Yes, I have Mazimatu. Good morning, Mazimatu.
Good morning, Mr. Chris.
Okay. We have a court remanding Reps leader Dugua over murder and arson. He was alleged to have killed 4 persons and illegal possession of firearm. He took it to NMP Secretariat at Kano State and shot 4 persons. He has been abducted. Sorry, he has been arrested.
As he has been arrested and there is allegation against him, and I know that subsequently he will be charged to court, so I cannot sit on judgment to determine.
How do you look at the action?
No, it's an allegation. I think police need to do their investigation, and at the end of the investigation, charge him to court. Because since it's a case that is under investigation and eventually will be charged to court, it will be wrong to pass judgment. But what I can say categorically is any politician, any individual, no matter how highly placed, that use firearms against other Nigerians to the extent of taking people's life is condemnable, and the person should face the full wrath of the law. But in this circumstance, in this particular case, we allow the police to complete the investigation and charge him to court. We equally allow the court to make a pronouncement.
Okay, let's look at court. ATIKU be here to court assuming pledges of fairness.
There is no fairness in that process. I can categorically tell you that there is no fairness. How can you say there is fairness or there was fairness? Rather, a situation where INEC breached its own principle, INEC breached its own guideline. Don't forget that in the build-up to this 2023 election, that instance where Nigerians yearned for new electoral acts, and consequent upon that, there was pressure on National Assembly, and we had a new electoral act. New electoral bill.
Okay.
Nigerians put pressure on the president, and he assented it into law. And that new electoral act empowers INEC. If I should use the words of the INEC spokesperson, his own interpretation of Section 60, Section 5 of that electoral act, he was quoted to have said that that section makes it mandatory for the presiding officer to transfer the election results through any means that is prescribed by INEC, by the commission. And in this case, INEC prescribed electronic transfer of the results to INEC server and INEC importer. It's another thing to say that other relevant sections of the Electoral Act equally empower you to collate results manually from the unit level to the ward level to local government level to state level before it gets to the national. But the fact remains that you are supposed to rely on the information uploaded on your server to verify if there's any controversy as you go along the chain of collation. But that we didn't see happen. How can you tell me the election you conducted on since on Saturday, you are still validating your website, still validating the server with the information that you needed to upload real time? What they told us is that from the unit level real time, as soon as you finish voting from the unit level, you count the votes, you enter the result into the result sheet for EC8A. That once you do that, you enter it, you upload it, you snap it with the beavers. Once you snap with the beavers, you send to INEC server. But that we didn't see happen. It's quite unfortunate that INEC do not live up to their responsibility. And if you have a situation where you have a thief, he's asking those accusing him to go to court. It only leave one thing. It's either his father or his brother is the judge. So I'm not surprised when you will see INEC or even people who are led to have won asking people to go to court. I'm not surprised.
They can still be a source of redemption. The court can redeem itself.
To be quite honest with you, as a person, I have no confidence in the Nigerian judiciary. I don't have confidence in the Nigerian judiciary.
Okay, are you saying they are wasting their time?
No, it's good they pursue the case. Because one, if they didn't pursue it, next time they come out to contest, people will not take them serious. Because people will feel that haven't given them votes, and with all the allegation of rigging, they didn't pursue the case, that they stood aloof. So it's better they pursue the case.
Okay.
For posterity.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu has received a certificate of return.
I'm not unaware. I saw it.
Picture there.
I'm not unaware.
What do you think?
I say personally the system is not free, fair, and credible. You can see it being echoed by both local observers, international observers, Nigerians. There's no better way to describe an election that happened last Saturday rather than to say it's an aberration. It's an aberration because it's a departure from what was expected in terms of what INEC told us. And whether we like it or not, this is a disservice to democracy. It's a disservice to democracy because democracy is the one that's going to suffer it. Because we are going to have in future elections a situation where Nigerians will not be interested in the electoral process. Don't forget that what gave Nigerians the confidence to participate in the process is the new electoral acts and the guideline as spelled out by INEC that the election result will be transmitted to INEC every time. Now that will didn't happen, and you have an INEC that is trying to get the impression that the server they had a network glitch. But let me tell you this: INEC cannot be a judge in their own case. If INEC is alleging that there was network glitch, we need an independent body to investigate and unravel whether there was network glitch, whether that was the reason they could not transmit the election result as I went to. So they cannot be judged in their own case. In this case,
says if you have any reservations, go to court.
who is the person talking? That is what I said earlier. I said if you have a situation where a thief is asking you to go to court, know that either his father or his brother is the judge. So I'm not surprised.
An insinuation.
I'm not surprised that the man you mentioned asked me to go to court.
He said Tinubu won fair and square.
I said you have a situation where a thief is asking you to go to court. It means either the father or the relation is the judge. So it's not surprising.
Nigerians are not rejoicing. You don't see.
They are not rejoicing because there is a sober mood. Let me tell you this: if the system was free, fair, and credible, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the clear winner, nobody will. It's irrespective of who anybody supports. Nobody will raise any issue. But the situation where the very body that is seen to be independent, that is supposed to conduct the election, is the one that make the process look ridiculous. In fact, INEC for me did the greatest disservice to democracy and to mankind. How can you explain a situation where you allegedly surrender your independence to political parties? Because if that is not the case, how can you explain a situation where INEC as a body, the whole Nigeria as a no single result was uploaded to INEC as I went to? How can you explain that? What explanation would justify the position of INEC? For me, this is the worst INEC chairman I've seen in the history of democracy globally. What is the essence of introducing? What is the essence of the new election? What is the essence?
Okay.
If they know for me,
Yes, we are still on the issue with the elections. Let's get Nigerians reacting to what is happening. What is happening today? Good morning, Mazi Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning. And there's no difference between you people and
And INEC.
and
He said I resemble
ANEC chairman,
Mahmoud Yakubu.
because oftentimes even people's voices are not being recorded. It's an indictment, and
Okay, let's look at the parties are going to court. But Tinubu has pledged that the system, the process was fair.
I don't care whoever emerges in the presidential race. If the needful is being done, of course, before the race, there have been rules of engagement, which was clearly stipulated, written and documented, and enshrined in Nigerian constitution to be binding on everybody, including the INEC, irrespective of whatever interest, political interests, or you may have, or affiliations. So I think what Nigerians are asking is that why should the rule of engagement be changed in the middle of the game? Which is a breach of trust, is a breach, of course, is an affront on the intelligence and the morality of the people of this contraction. So it is an affront, an outright and flagrant violation of the people's rights. That is where my interest lies. Irrespective of whoever emerges is immaterial, but was the process a legitimate process? Was the rule of engagement contained and enshrined in the said constitution adhered to? It is more or less like imagine where there is a Chelsea and Man U fan game, and Messi. I mean, who is that Chelsea? This thing. I'm not conversant. Maybe the former Barcelona Ronaldo, and Messi carried the ball in his hand, while it is not handball. You are not playing basketball. You carry the ball for hand. Go carry put for post. And referee, they say you should go to court. That isn't that madness? Huh? Messi carry hand. I'm a good footballer. I'm a very excellent footballer, but I never had the opportunity to. Of course, somebody offered that opportunity, but my parents turned it down. I mean, the aunt I'm staying with them turned that opportunity down. So how can you change? You carry ball. We are not playing handball. You carry ball for hand, Christian. Go put for post. Huh? It's supposed to be foul because there is a rule of engagement. You're not expected to use your hand and carry ball, go put for post. And you are telling your opponent to go to court. Huh? That referee, they should have stoned that referee to death. That is madness. That is why I am more concerned about, but that is not to say that I am in any way surprised over what has happened. Because in a state of lawlessness, you don't expect anything different from what has just happened. Today we are vindicated that this is a system that is retrogressive, repressive, and very unfortunately keep on subjecting the people. You see, when you have lost the trust of the people, that is the end. If I'm doing something with you and you lost my trust, I will give you the benefit of doubt. But when you lost that trust, you have to work hard to regain the trust. Nigerian populace has lost the trust on INEC, on this system. And they can't recover it anytime soon. They have not shown any sense or sign of seriousness. Permit me to just read an excerpt from the Electoral Act. Section 64, subsection 4 of the Electoral Act. This is not INEC Act. Electoral Act of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended 2022. Subsection said, subsection 4, a collection officer or returning officer of an election shall collect and announce the result of an election subject to his or her verification and confirmation that the A, number of accredited voters stated in the collected results are correct and consistent with the number of accredited voters. Did you get that? No, Mr. Christian, do you get what I'm just reading? You see, that is the number A of the condition. You see, recorded and transmitted. He said, shall be consistent with the number of accredited voters recorded and transmitted directly from the polling unit under section 47, subsection 2 of this act. And number B, the votes stated on the collection results are correct and consistent with the vote or results recorded and transmitted. See, the emphasis here is recorded and transmitted directly from the polling units under section 60, subsection 4 of this same act. So what are we saying? The law is very clear. There is no ambiguity. There is no subject of controversy as far as issue of the Electoral Act 2022 is concerned. It's well spelled. So it is criminally neglecting that Electoral Act is an act of criminality by the INEC boss. Either he criminally neglected it, ignored it, or he's a criminal himself. Not to have followed a procedure that was laid down, spelled out, very clear. There is no confusion about that. As I rightly stated, quoted from the Constitution of the land of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which there is no any argument about. Now, consequence upon that, can you now establish that there was any election? Because what the shenanigan we saw was just a mockery of this institution, is a mockery of the system. It is a mockery of the Electoral Act, which was very clear that otherwise, except elections results were directly transmitted from the polling units, such election cannot hold. The situation we see in Nigeria is, even when there were overvoting, how can you be uploading human face as the result of election in a Ekiti state?
Okay,
And
INEC.
they uploaded human face picture as part of the election results. And INEC boss went on to announce the same election.
But the only place we can have redress constitutionally is in the court. At this point in time, INEC probably, according to your submission, has failed woefully.
No, is it that the INEC man, of course, his sanity is subject to question, that you saw in contradiction with the provision of the law, that for you to determine any result or outcome to be credible or acceptable, that you must see the results of each polling unit uploaded, transmitted via the polling electronic means from the polling units. And you didn't see that. Then how do you develop that argument? How do you substantiate that? Where do you get your collection from? Where do you get the results from that you announce to Nigerians? That is the subject of controversy. So that one, in first instance, didn't need to go to court first. Because justice demands that you adhere strictly to the provision of the law. You cannot see human face in a portal you provided for uploads of results, and you went on and announced the result. You should have called your, of course, officers to question. You should have called their attention, asked them what really transpired. They should have an explanation to you and to Nigerians. Why should human face replace the result sheet that was meant to upload? And some instances, Zamfara and Nasarawa results were found in Lagos State Collation portal. And they went on and announced the result.
So what is the way out? How do we get everything right at this point in time?
From my own perspective, opinion, INEC boss has contravened the position of the law. It's an infringement on the law. Is a treason carried against the law of the states, which is supreme, which should be considered as supreme, and the basis upon which any decision will be taken. It does need not of going to court first. You should be established from what the except I read, that before you can confirm and validate any result from any polling unit and from any collation center, it must tally with the provision of the law from the result that was uploaded in the polling units, transmitted via the beavers. But what you are seeing is in contradiction, and you expect people to accept that, telling them to go to seek for redress in a court that is already ensembled, that is already a subject of mockery, that you cannot, how many of them asking you to go to court have regard for the rule of law? And of course, for you to have justice, it is predicated on the integrity of the judge. You can see the Nigerian judge, how they are. People who can turn everything upside down because of material needs, quest, and continue to endanger humanity. You can imagine since this is even people we thought we were sisters, nobody came, and you can imagine how horrible the situation had been. I needed to run some medical checkup, but there is no money on me. How do I do that? I managed to come here yesterday and today, not because I was okay, but I think I needed to call the attention of the world, of course, on several issues that borders on us. So anybody supporting irregularity, impunity, will never see good in life.
Let's talk about the governorship election. Are you preparing for the governorship election?
My brother, I wouldn't have to blame you. You are doing your job. But if it's another person that asks me this, I will bite your ear, come out. Now you go no say I know the joke.
Has it turned to violence like that? That somebody says it's going to bite your head.
Yeah, you know, one thing about this election is that people had so much expectations, but those expectations have been dashed. So many reasons why these expectations have been dashed.
No expectation has been dashed.
No, that's an evidence.
That's own opinion. If you're
not, some people, not everybody.
If you, to me, right? There was a bit of flaws being caused by the network issues in Nigeria. Nigeria as it is.
The Beavers does not use network.
No. I'm saying. In Nigeria, as we're talking, bank has issues with network. Then definitely INEC. There's no election that is really perfect. These people that are coming, I think they.
No, you say INEC.
INEC.
What's the reason they gave for the Beavers not functioning?
This big malfunctioning.
What's the reason they gave?
The Beavers. What's the reason they gave was the Beavers was malfunctioning throughout when they were two.
He uploaded Senate and House of Rep. The same Beavers.
Yes.
But for presidency, he couldn't upload.
For presidency, he couldn't. There may be a technical issue with the Beavers, right? All human beings, even as you are now, there are times you break down, right? Your system break down. So we cannot query that. But after all, people that are coming here to rant now, you know the primary procedures of voting. You get to your polling units, which is what I followed. I went to locate my name. and to locate my number, right? And when I even got to the polling unit, I sat down that I wanted to vote. They said, what's my number? I have to go back to the, polling name units and check my names on the list, and I checked my number. I got down there, they brought out the beavers, they captured my face, right? They captured my pictures, and I went in there to vote. And I waited for my vote to be counted. And this is same what Yakubu Moshood is telling you. At least you voted in one polling unit. And from that polling unit, you have you voted. As you are voting, you wait for your vote to be counted. Definitely, you know what you scored, what your party scored, because a lot of party agents were on ground. And the INEC was so transparent that they started counting the votes one by one. And we were counting along with them. Like my own polling units, what we scored was 85,000. And the next candidate, 85,000. Yes.
In your polling unit?
In my polling unit.
No, there's no polling unit that is 85.
No. I say what my party scored was 85. Right? In that same polling unit.
Not 1,000.
I said 85,000. Will you be arguing with me? That is
a polling unit.
A polling unit.
It's not up to.
See,
that amount.
See, I'm telling you.
Or your word. Say a word.
My word where I voted.
Not polling unit.
Where I voted, we counted 85,000. Now, if you want to doubt, we go to our country.
Where did you vote?
That's what's it called? Akiode there. Akiode. There were three. Check it up. And the next candidate scored 83 or so, 82.
Is it Akiode polling unit or the word?
Akiode polling unit, Mr. Man.
It can be up to.
It can be up to. Are you saying that
amount,
to me?
85,000. Nowhere in Nigeria.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That is what we got. And,
no, it's not possible.
And we monitor that result throughout the counting. And when we monitored it, what happened was.
You have the picture of you take picture of the result sheet.
Why did I have to take picture? When I was on ground to see my vote being counted. And from the polling unit, you followed up to the ward unit. From the ward unit, different party agents are waiting in the coalition centers. That's the rack center. The polling agents, they are there. Different party polling agents are there to start counting. Then about the Ekiti issues you talk, Ekiti was the first state that released their results. And they took the results to the coalition center, right? And when they got to the coalition centers, they brought out the polling agents there. Okay, what was the result like in Ekiti? What are the numbers of the accredited voters? What is the number of the voters, right? And he brought in a figure, and that figure was a bit even, okay, go back and reassess what you brought. And he came back, Moshood, what's it called, the INEC chairman, placed everything transparently. This is what, and the number tallied.
The electoral law.
The number tallied.
The electoral law says that it's going to be transmitted from.
But you said they translated the what's it called, the National Assembly. Abi, it was, you said is it not your mouth you used now to say they do the translation of transmitted of results for the National Assembly, and
you know what I'm saying? The law says you transmit from a polling unit to INEC server. Then when you go to ward, you compare and contrast.
When you go to
ward, now
I'm telling you the server has issues.
You are saying that
the server has issues.
INEC had issues. There was no network, and I told you the Beavers does not use our network.
The Beavers
uses
Yes.
GPRS. Yes.
What they did.
And number 3,
what was it used of?
The Beavers could upload Senate. The Beavers could upload House of Reps, but it could not upload the presidency.
That was when
That
was when the technical. And I told you, Beavers can break.
It was done simultaneously.
Has a technical issue.
It was done simultaneously.
And I'm telling you, what is physical that you don't even need to look for any Beavers look for is the physical, results you have on your polling units.
Okay.
Right?
That one is even enough as an evidence for you. So
It
why
should
you
have been
beating?
uploaded to INEC server.
But when the server has issues,
They uploaded Senate. They uploaded House of Rep.
so when it
It
got
didn't
to
have
president,
issue.
and
Then the presidency had
do you
issues.
still hear me at all? I said the server broke down technical issue.
Okay, let's move on.
The technical issue is that.
Atiku will be here
So
to
once
court.
you can't get on the technical through the server, go through your polling units. Start from there. What it was our results. Then from there, I'm still waiting for you to get the result of what I'm saying there. Now, you see, when you know that the beavers is not working,
We spent almost 30 billion naira on that beavers.
and that is it. You should expect everything that works in other terrain. Nigeria is isolated. Just look at banking sector alone. You could see the technical issues that they are having, which is the network, right? Since 2 days now, my bank has been shut down, no network, and they came openly because I entered them. Say, why are you people saying network? We cannot withdraw transfer. Your transfer is not going. Then they were saying, I should wait, go and try the other machine. I tried the other machine. Then I now went to the bank manager. Come, this thing, what is the secret behind all this malfunctioning of your, what's it called, ATM? He now told me, he now came out openly. Now, she came out, the woman, a bank manager, say they have network problem, that they will rectify it yesterday. And we got there yesterday, there was no solution until this morning. So what will you say about that? Does it mean that because bank network has shut down, so they have to shut the whole banking system down? The whole banking system will not work again? Is that what you say?
Okay, let's look at it.
So don't cry wolf.
Atiku will be here to court as Tinubu.
That is what I expected them. But they should not send their boys on the street. Because if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. This is not
Are
the
you
time.
making a threat?
It's not.
It's protest, not the right.
No, I'm telling you.
Are you threatening them?
That we've asked when the former president came, that
What is his name?
Obasanjo, President Obasanjo, did you listen to his statements? You didn't listen to his speech?
What did he say? I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I don't know what you are saying.
You didn't
When you say
listen.
that, I will now know that.
He said the way it is, that election must be cancelled.
He must cancel.
And they should not incite people. And he was now inciting people that people may take,
May.
may take, even he said it categorically, as people will go on the streets and anarchy. We are inviting anarchy. And as it is, an elder statement, such word does not supposed to be
I
coming
don't know
out.
what you understand by inciting.
It
If
was
saying that
an inciting
if this
statement.
process,
It was an. You should
said
go and
that
listen. You should go and
if
listen to his
this
statement.
process
You should go and listen to his
goes
speech.
the wrong way, it may incite anarchy. That's what he said.
But why is it?
I listened to it. I watched it.
That has the system gone the wrong way?
If
It's not the wrong way.
Has the system
goes the
gone
wrong
the
way,
wrong
it
way?
will invite
Then
anarchy.
you have now you have an option. You have an option. No, BJ has no right to say anything, even
has
in
a
this,
right.
because
He
he is the one that conducted.
He has
He
a
is
right.
the same person that
He has
conducted.
a right.
He was let me talk. Let me talk. When you
Direct
get,
contested.
don't shout
Lost.
here.
At the end, you
Can you,
first
can you,
riot.
can you give me space?
2011.
I beg.
Can you give me space?
Let's
When
look
is
at.
it time for you?
Let's look at.
OBJ conducted the most flawed election in this country, and which was Yaradua. Let Yaradua, may God bless Yaradua. And Yaradua was the only, was the only transparent politician I've ever seen for now. He came out wholeheartedly, say election that brought me to power, that was organized by the same OBJ, was a flawed election. And as I'm telling you, nobody owns Nigeria. We all own Nigeria. When you lose the election, it doesn't mean Nigeria has to
When
collapse.
you lose.
You can't collapse Nigeria. We citizens that voted, we citizens that vote, we citizens that voted the winning party and the president-elect, we are citizens. We have a right to in Nigeria. So if you fail woefully, go to court. But if you don't go to court, you get on the street, they will finish you. You will finish yourself.
Governorship election. What's the expectation? The governorship election and the state House of Assembly.
It will come and it will be peaceful. It will be peaceful. If you don't want to participate, you stay in your house. But if you dare come say you want to disrupt, I'm sending the warning to people like this, the stubborn people around. They should come out and plan any disruption. They should come out and plan any disruption protest. they will see where they will land themselves.
You are planning to
Because they are not owner of Nigeria. We all own this country. You did the election, you have time to prepare, and when it got to election time, when you got to election time, you prepared yourself. And the funniest thing is, Obi himself has already accepted that the election has come and has gone. He's going to take a shot. He's going to take a shot next 4 years.
No, he said,
I'm going to court. Why you lie? Why do you tell us school?
Why has he?
Why do you lie?
I saw Obi yesterday, and I saw the statement being made.
Obi said going to court.
Obi said, this one's barbarian. It's barbarian talking. Barbarian talking. How many people do you want to hear? Let this man stay aside. Let him stay aside. Let him stay aside.
It's deceiving Nigeria.
Because we don't need talk. We don't need talk here.
he said Obi.
I said Obi as it is. When he see the body language, Jonathan and the ECOWAS leaders, they went to congratulate Tinubu. Are you aware of that?
Obi said,
Obi said during the after he lost, the signal had been shown that he lost the election. He said, okay, as it is, and people were commending him that you've tried, you are our messiah, you are this, you are that. But he now said he's going to come for another shot. The next election.
Where you get that information?
I got the information right. Why are you doubting me?
I'm not seeing it.
You know the other guy, the other time, there was a House of Rep member that said something. I brought out the check.
Same House of Rep member.
I brought out the
what you brought out? Where is Mr. Matthew? Come, Mr. Matthew.
Don't let him come here now.
Because what you brought out was not actually what you were saying.
Fake.
I studied it very well.
I said
it was an allegation. You said it as if they have convicted the person.
But did they deny it?
Yes,
Who denied it?
Emefiele
denied it.
Counsel and himself. No.
Which Emefiele counsel?
Now the same guy that brought the allegation.
Why did they not sue the guy? Why did Emefiele not sue the guy for defamation?
The same guy.
So that is
the same guy that brought the allegation.
Right.
He has been remanded by the court.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't the guy that brought the allegation.
Okay, thank you.
Don't be a biased person. I keep saying, don't be a bias. You are supposed to be neutral. The guy that said it was from Katsina. Dago, the judge one. So but what you are saying is the one now. You said it now that it's the same guy that said it. And I'm telling you, the guy that said it, that raised that motion, was from Katsina, right? And you see all these rat people. So what I'm telling you, do your check facts. Do your fact check before you start ranting here. You've lost the election. And if you know you lost the election, go to court. But if you want to turn to nuisance, there are powers that will deal with you mercilessly. Right? Everyone that say you stubborn. Everyone that say you stubborn. Everyone that say you stubborn. Everyone say you stubborn. Everyone is stubborn. You go land yourself where you don't want to.
Thank you.
You see violence, sir. You see, it's causing violence. That's how they have. Thugs. Thugs.
Leave the camera.
See how this one is eating. See how this one is eating.
Leave the camera.
With my brother.
You go now.
If he do too much, you go see anyhow.
Leave this place go. See, bad water, bad behavior, ringing, stealing overnight, and Kule is supporting stealing. Kule is supporting stealing. Bad water, bad faces. Let me even ask you, the president-elect, the way he even the way he addressed Nigeria, he doesn't even want to change. Calling people arrogant, calling people leopard. That is, we cannot continue. Just the way Kule is behaving. You rob people in the night. You rob people in the night. I have not seen where. I have not seen where.
He used to interfere.
Let me talk to this. Wait. Let me talk to you.
No, he used to interfere. I don't stop him. He used to interfere. No, you let him. Let him interfere.
You are not a reviewer here. You are just coming in. Kule We have been here for more than 4 years now.
But when you are
When
lying,
you
they
are
have to correct you.
when you are bringing,
When you are giving false information,
when you
they
are
have to
deceiving
correct you.
Nigeria, I have a right.
I know.
When you are deceiving Nigeria,
No,
I have the right to counter you.
You are the people
I have the right. I have
people are
the
the ones deceiving.
I have the right
Okay,
to counter you.
okay. You know what?
I have the right to
Wait,
counter you.
wait.
I have the right to counter you.
You.
Tinubu pledges fairness.
Yes. Sorry for this. They have the right to go to court, which the Nigerian people are saying they should go to court and get justice for court. And I pray they should get justice. All this rancor. My own is that why you are announcing result in the night, in the midnight, stealing people's mandates and other things like that. Announcing result in the night, you lose suspicion, that kind of thing. After people slept. But what I'm saying, They have the right to go to court. They have the right to go to court and seek redress. And I believe the court should do the needful and give the mandate back to the people. You can see in the world, no rejoicing. Nigeria here, no rejoicing. We have money. So it's very wrong. It's very, very wrong. So the election, you see, if the election have gone in a good way, I don't think people will react. Everybody is lamenting. Everybody is not happy because the way the election goes, that is why we are angry. We are not happy. I get me. And again, you cannot build on empty things. You are not building the people. I expect the president-elect, at least to be talking to people. I get me. At least talk to people, encourage people, not be inciting and bringing a language that can incite people. People are patiently waiting, but directly you see that if Obi and ATIKU address the crowd, they are coming everybody there. And expect the president-elect to do that, and he's not doing it. Only calling people a leopard, different names. You cannot rule in this kind of hot weather. People are not happy. The election is a charm. Okay, we go to court, and I pray the judiciary should do the needful. They should go to needful. So I am saying what Kule is saying here. You are deceiving people. You don't deceive people. I get to me. You have your own right. I have my own right. I'm telling you, don't deceive people. Don't tell lies. I get to me. Don't do anything. The election will ring. Election will ring. The whole Nigeria is condemning it. The election is condemned. It's this thing. So that is it. So that is it.
Not the whole Nigeria. Yes, we are here.
Okay. Yes. We have the government election. Government election. How do you look at it?
Are you mad here? What's wrong with you?
My prayer. When 2019, when the same people who are making it on my back was celebrating with Buhari came in. Now 4 years almost gone. Before Buhari, few months remaining, everybody is shouting, Buhari is bad, Buhari is this. I am telling them, whether PDP, APC, Nigeria, so we are buying our money, use money to buy money. We are suffering it. But we are telling you, the right thing should be done. Hear me, the right thing should be done. What is the right thing? Is that now they are supporting their brother. Say it's their brother. But I'm telling you, Obi and ATIKU will go to court and retrieve their mandate. That is Nigerian mandate. Are you seeing Nigeria happy? Nigeria is not happy. Everywhere is money. If it's a good election, we will jubilate. During Abiola election was jubilate. Jonathan election was jubilate. Maro Yaratua was jubilate. But today, we are money. That is a jam election. And let me tell you, you ask me the governorship election. People are victimized. People are not happy. My prayer is that God should come out on that day. Labour, PDP, they should unite and sack the man their brother in Lagos. And it will happen. They will unite again. They will, and let me tell you, Nigerians, coming Saturday, the way you unite for presidential, unite again and sack this has to change. I will do that. That is it. Wait.
Christian will not vote for you.
Still, how do you look at the election?
I'm happy. I'm happy. Because in the history of Nigeria, I never see third force perform wonderfully well in Nigeria. We only heard about 2 parties. But this time around, we enjoy the whole process. Because
No, Mr. Kule. Mr. Kule, just give us like 2 years. I beg.
truly,
I beg you. I beg.
truly, this election showed that Nigeria are hungry. Nigeria are hungry. And we want a new form of politician. This election has taught us that. And the second thing that this election has told us is that if people can unite, we can achieve a lot. But why I'm angry this morning is because we are still, after this election, we are now backing, every region are now still going back to that system that have failed us. Everybody are now talking about its own people, using tricks.
Yes.
Using tricks to cajole so that problem will occur in Nigeria. And we don't want a problem in Nigeria. Obi win 95% of every state in Southeast. No rigging. We know here rigging. There's a state that Tinubu gets 4,000 votes. You want to tell me that is the capacity of APC in that state? Aboki is not in that state. Yoruba people is not in that state. We don't have no rigging. But any place that's to Obi lost by a bit, you will begin to hear this noise. That is what.
Are you in support of election malpractice?
I'm not support of that.
Wherever it happens.
Yeah. But this thing happen in all regions.
The election. The election now.
There is waiting. There's one picture here in my phone.
A video, not
video. That people are holding. I know the way I vote in Ogba here. It's they call it secret ballot. Open secret ballot. You go only you to that place. Go and print any place that you want.
And they counted your votes.
And we can.
Mr. Kule, you see what I'm saying?
But I see that picture that I'm talking about happen in the east. People are holding. I hope people are holding people's hands.
I saw the video.
People are holding people's hands to choose for them. Don't ask me question. Is that being constitution?
Okay, let's move on. The election, is it perfect?
It's not perfect.
No, it's not perfect.
It's not perfect.
Was it manipulated?
It's not the worst. It's not the worst in it. I can tell you that this, if anybody tell me that Obi will see that type of votes, I will argue it.
Yes.
That Obi can win election. See, let me tell you, it's not the day that they born children that will begin to work perfectly. If I can try and Obi won Lagos, let us encourage them more to do more. But if you are condemning them that, hey, that's all those cases that you see happen everywhere. As far Obi won Lagos, I'm a Christian. I don't like Muslim tickets. I vote Labour Party, as you see me so. Let me tell you what play out in this election. Just in play out. The majority votes that Obi got, he got it from Christian vote.
And Yoruba.
I'm a Christian, but why I'm now angry?
Angry.
It's because this is my town, this is my state, this is where they bomb me. I will not allow outsider to come and cut salad. Something that my people cannot do in your state, in your region. Don't come and do it here.
Okay, let's move on with the governorship. I heard you saying something about the Labour Party candidate. His lineage. Where is his lineage from?
The man is father.
Where is he from?
Is a Yoruba man, but his mother. But everybody know the influence of woman in the life of every child. Chinedu presented himself as a Igbo man.
Gbadebo.
In 2000, I'm talking about 2019.
Okay.
He presented himself to Nigerian, to Lagosian, as a Igbo in 2019. But now, you see that funny something. That is why.
So he's not Yoruba.
We are not sure. Let me tell you,
Okay, you're not sure.
you only work because the man is a two type. He can claim to either side. I like my mother family than my father's side because they always care more than man.
So if you get married to your wife, your child will take the
name. That is
the
the name.
If you get married to another woman that's not from your tribe, your child will take your mother place.
He may claim mine, but that does not mean he will fight for me. Never see child that beat his father before because of his mother.
Does that disqualify him from?
He's not disqualified. He's not disqualifying him. We are not saying that disqualify him. But the game of politics is that you always
Find a way.
click to the people that you know that their votes bring you to the power.
Yeah.
If in Shinedu eventually
Gbadebo.
eventually
They don't know him as Chinedu.
they know him. Don't say that.
No, I mean here knowing, like big people here.
Okay, only you. I can say majority. Don't tell me my view.
Continue.
You can come.
Continue.
Let me tell you, Shinedu, the first time that I will know Shinedu, he presented himself like a Igbo man. He dressed, if you see that picture, he dressed as a Igbo man, not as a Yoruba man. He presented, he wrote Shinedu first. He wrote in that poster, he wrote Shinedu first before Gbadebo.
Does that make him not?
No, let me say, don't ask me. Okay. I'm telling you for the fact that you're supposed to know the inner man of the guy. The man first writes Shinedu first before Gbadebo. When you want to go for your common entrance, which name do you put first? You place your surname first, but Gbadebo decides as a political to introduce himself as.
One last question. Is Gbadebo a Yoruba man?
I cannot say it is only him.
Okay.
It is only him. It is only him that can.
So what's your message to Nigerians?
My message to Nigeria is that let us just encourage ourselves. No place that there will be war. Do you know why I'm here this morning? I never even been coming here. And you know, you only interview me once.
Yeah.
Because this is Lagos. Both tribe, every tribe enjoy here. And if you say that, if you allow crisis to happen here, casualty will be many. That is what we don't want. And just avoid commotion or crisis, because it will be brutal than what you think.
Okay.
That is why I'm saying just let us just appreciate ourselves and don't try to force yourself on anybody.
Okay. Thank you very much. I have Oluwa one. What is your name, sir? What's your name, sir?
Israel Olawale.
Olawale Chukwemeka.
I'm not Chukwemeka, I'm a Yoruba man.
Let's move on.
Hey, what's happening, Christian? Yeah. You can see the atmosphere.
They need to hear the language.
The language that in reality has come back to the website. So let us give kudos to who come around, because the battle has been fought, has been won. Because that not the power has been removed from them. Now it's remained for us, the East and the West and the South, to unite together and form a good resistance against the North, because the battle has been won by us here. So in the language of we fighting ourselves, that one is not realistic. It's a down hope talk. So we should try to accommodate ourselves and forget yesterday and move together, move forward. Forward is ever.
Okay, let's move on. ATIKU will be here to court as Tinubu alleged.
Yes, there must be language of no agreement, but you have to settle it in the court of law, not by aggrievancy, not by fighting, not by insulting one another, because it's the court of the law that will settle the differences. You and I are not lawyers. We are not barrister. We are just citizens. We are do our own responsibility to vote. Now you say you are not the one that win. You are the one that lose. You can go and settle your matter in the court and let Nigeria move on with their life. You understand? So I don't want
Do you
anything that
trust the court? Do you trust the
I trust the court because the court is the the last hope of the common man, the last hope of those who are angry about the election. You understand? So what I'm praying for, because before that election, you and I know, we know the whole world know, and many people were praying for the peaceful election. At the end of the day, the election was peaceful, but the result was not bringing another problem. The result was taking days. Everybody was afraid. You understand? So now the result has been out. So we have to be calm and see the future bright than what we have experienced.
Okay. Thank you very much, Oluwawan,
You are welcome.
for your contribution here this morning. Yes, we have a few minutes. So let the link be there. So let's click on that link to be part of the program. I have a Masiraf. Good morning, Masiraf.
Yeah, Christian, there are many things that are not good about this morning. You know, seeing people fighting, arguing on a glaring camera is not a welcome idea. I think what we are doing here every day is you come, you make your speech, you go, another person comes, make his own speech, and the person goes. So the argument is not right.
No, they are having a feel of what it is. Those that are there.
Yeah.
What is happening? How agitated people are.
Okay, you know, I want to appreciate people like Akim Olasupo. Akim Olasupo lives in Israel. How do you feel, my brother, my Oga, Kano Obuba? I know you are feeling it. Abuba, I know you are there, sitting back, watching chaotic session we are having here and the chaotic atmosphere within the country called Nigeria. Thank you, John Mary from UK. If I in Wakike, you are there. Acho, Obire, all of you, then Udame. Your name is not left behind. Thank you, Chioma, Chichi, Mbono. I'm thanking all of you, Chima Eze, Dr. Charles, pharmacist Dr. Charles. All of you guys, Kazim, Oga Kazim, you live in Maryland. Are you happy with the situation in Nigeria? The political chaos we're having in Nigeria currently has demoralized me, dehumanized me, discouraged me from getting PVC, having PVC, put it in order. I'm gonna turn my own, I'm gonna tear it. If I do so, are you calling me a wise man or a foolish man? No, sir. I'm not going to do that. I will catch my anger. I'm not having fun anymore. I'm not having fun. I mean F-U-N. I'm not happy. I'm not being happy with Nigerian political reform currently because I call it reform that has taken Nigeria by a storm. Suddenly, someone wins election everywhere in Nigeria. North, south, east, southwest, south, core north, central south. Voted for someone else. 25 states. They disputed those states among PDP, APC, NFPP, blah, 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 Labour Party. One person's win means a lot for us. They disputed it among us. So that one person is not going home with lion chair. Obi got lion chair. They give Christian, give this one with all. And all the political party that we represent. That was what transpired at the strong room of APC, where the former Lagos State Governor, Fachola, was there smiling with the computer. When they were doing the normal business, they thought that nobody will see. Let me tell you, Christian, nothing that is done under the sun that could be hidden anymore. Whatever you do on air today, there is satellite, pump, camera everywhere, satellite, bringing it out. The preacher, Solomon, in the book of Ecclesiastes says, nothing under the sun is hidden. The man was saying it. We don't know that Solomon knew that sometimes, somewhere else, somehow, satellite is going to be in the earth, on the space, monitoring whatever that is transpiring. This time around is technological know-how. What Fachola and co. did in the strong room of INEC has been exposed before the whole world.
Go to court.
Go to court. Go to court. If Christian contests with me at Nando, my nativity, Christian will win me there, though my all my kinsmen might have voted for me. After Christian beat me up there, you know what Christian is going to tell my kinsmen and even right on my face? Mr. Raftresvent, what? Go to court. Thank you so much. They have given him return ticket, I mean my baba, my father who won election. Obi, ATIKU, Kwankwaso, Showore, Moralu boys, all of you, go to court. Go to court. Though you won, go to court. Tinubu said openly, I was there. Though I know all of you did not vote for me. I know you did not vote for me, all of you. You know it. I know it. You know it. I know it. But what do you want to do? Go to court. So, Christian, I should go to court. When next time or another time you come to confront me at my own nativity, my own word at Nando, in Nando, Anambra East local government, I know you're going to beat me there because you will distribute money to everybody. You will give everybody money. Give INEC money. And for me, to calm down my tension, anything, so that nothing hurtful should take place. No fight. Christian, what are you going to tell me?
What do you think PDP and Labour Party should do at this point in time?
Go to court. Go to court. What are you going to do? Go to court under what regime? Under what government? Go to court, Obi, under what government? Whose government? APC government. Whose court? APC court. Whose judiciary? Under the three arms of government, in which one of them is the executive, the seat of authority. Buhari, Tinubu, Obi, and ATIKU go to court under which government? Who is the owner of the court? Are we still idiots? Go to court for what? Nigerian youths, court don't work. Court doesn't work. The Department of Judiciary is a puppet, is a drama, is a film. They are nothing but stooge. Go to court where? Under which government? Court. In Nigeria, okay, go to ECOWAS court. Good. Go to AU court. Good. Go to court maybe in America or Britain. Good. Nigerian court doesn't work. So I don't trust going to court with anybody. In regard to this kind of situation, what happened, transpired, how many days ago? 6 days ago. Let me tell you, we don't go to court in Nigeria, Christian. Nigerian court belongs to President of Nigeria, Department of Executive. Nigerian court, who will decide? Is it Malami? Is it the newly Chief Justice of Nigeria? Thank you, CGN, from Yoruba land, Southwest. Okay, now that man will preside, Abi. He want that man preside over the case of ATIKU, Tinubu, and Obi. Go to court. Which court? Court in Nigeria. Department of Nigeria, Judiciary in Nigeria. Court in Nigeria. Justice in Nigeria. Go to court. Me, go to court. Me as an Igbo man. When I know that since the war, after 1967, another spate of conspiracy emerged from where? North, west. Against who? Which tribe? Me, Igbo man. Igbo man, they conspired against you. You always what? Politic with people. With these people that are against you. Igbo man, go and politic on your own. Igbo man, go and politic in the land of Igbos. El-Rufai is calling Obi a foreigner. The election nearly finished. El-Rufai is telling Obi, you are a Biafra. You are not a Nigerian. How can a foreign man win election in Nigeria? El-Rufai committed what we call the worst hate speech ever during this election. And nothing is going to happen. Because El-Rufai is from Fulani. Because El-Rufai is from Nigeria. Because El-Rufai is an Hausa man. Because El-Rufai is speaking, is an advocate of Buhari regime. Good advocate. So good and, so outstanding. An advocate like El-Rufai, whom everybody thought would have been in this position where Tinubu is today. I don't know how, because maybe they don't want Fulani to rule again. Yes, of course, we know. That's why they what? They shift him one corner. El-Rufai, back one corner, let somebody that will favor us come. We know that he has been dining and eating with us. His name is Tinubu. That's why El-Rufai is still fuming at Obi. You are a foreigner. Okay, allow Obi to go as a foreigner. Allow Biafra to go as a foreigner. You are shooting and gunning for Biafra. Gunning Igbo youths down in the southeastern Nigeria. This is a conspiracy. If Obi fails to rule Nigeria, Igbo politicians, Igbo politicians, your kinsmen, your children, your wife, whoever you represent in the southeastern Nigeria, and they find it legal, good, acceptable to politic with these clubs of wicked Nigerian politicians. Sorry, Abu Hage. Sorry, we be your name. You Igbo political elites. Charles Nkwodo Soludo Mbafo, the governor of Anambra State, is like you are coming out from your shell. You are not trying to what? To understand what we were telling you in the past. Okazie Bazu, Umahi, thank you. Okazie Bazu failed. He's not going to Senate House. He's no longer going to be a senator. Thank you so much. That's a good message. Okazie Bazu, you will understand the reason why the Igbo youths are dying in the forests of Abon Grumbisha. The forest at Uguta River area, they were being shot, maimed, and killed by Nigerian military forces. You are going to understand the reason why. Someone that won 22 states, Fatola joined in the rigging. I call all of them, they were there in the strong room, thwarting all my efforts. Your efforts. Everybody's effort. They started thwarted it, and successfully they thwarted it. Fatola, a home minister, was caught in the camera. Let me tell you, Christian, let me tell you, I don't see myself the best man in this country coming out every day here to talk and talk and talk and talk and say what is happening will be happening, say will be happening. I think time shall come. I will be giving myself a break. Because what happened on Saturday, it pained me personally. I stood, I lined up, patiently I waited, I stayed with such risk. Do you know what it takes to be in the midst of people that hate you, midst of people that are wearing their cutlass and clubs to make sure that they bring you down? If you vote Labour Party, we voted Labour Party, we find our way home, shaving our head from debris and what? Pellets. See, after taking all this risk, at the end of the day, there was a gang up. At the end of the day, there was conspiracy. Let me tell you, if Obi fails to be Nigerian president this time, no Igbo man will ever be. This is the last chance of the Igbos. This is the last chance an Igbo man will just be parading himself, telling you that I'm going to mend the economy, I'm going to mend this, I'm going to do that. This is our last chance because Nigerians, south, east, north, west, everywhere, they gave Igbo man the opportunity. Some people thwarted that opportunity. They pocketed it. See, go to Benin City today. They are telling you that no more Igbo man is no more Nigerian. They are the one canvassing for Igbo man to get out of here. Man, get out of here. We are not part of this country. If they know that they are part of this country, they should give us what is ours.
Okay. Thank you very much.
What belongs to us that they snatch from us, they should give it to us. I'm going to get out of here if Obi fails to recover his mandates.
Thank you very much. Let's have the link this morning. Let's get some people contributing to the program this morning. It's a very dicey topic and dicey conversation this morning, but I'll try as much as I can to avoid any form of fear. Who is online this morning?
Good morning, Christian.
Yeah, let's have you. Banker, good morning.
Good morning, Christian. How are you?
Live. Let's get your contribution to the program.
Yes, I'm a first-time caller. I have been a regular follower of your program for more than a year now. First of all, I'm a Yoruba man, and Awori by birth. The acts and actions taken by Kunle and his supporter Alamilekon this morning was very wrong. We, the Aworis, we hold the land in Lagos, and we can decide who and who we want to follow in Lagos. So they shouldn't bring about discriminations because we welcome everybody. Even someone that is governor of Lagos State is not from Lagos State. The so-called Jagaban, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is not from Lagos State. But we accommodated everyone. So, in as much as you are born in Lagos or you have spent a number of years in Lagos, You are a resident, you are a citizen of Lagos State. So everyone has the right to vote in Lagos State. That aside, concerning the presidency, uh, the electionary results was like a day light robbery. You can't hold people's hands and flog them, and at the same time cover their mouth and tell them not to cry. These people are not okay with the results, and they felt cheated. So allow them to utilize every means that they can use to get back their mandate, if that will be possible. Look at the whole atmosphere. A newly elected president, and everywhere seems like we just lost a president. It's painful. And truly, if the Igbos fail to get their mandate now, I'm telling you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be on that seat till Jesus comes, till death come and take him away. And APC will remain in power as long as they want to remain in power. So now is the time for Labour Party or PDP or whatever party that knows that they have their facts and have the actual result to fight it out for a better Nigeria. At the end of the day, if this matter is not handled carefully, the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the likes of Sunday Igboho will come to pass. The country will divide and everybody will go their way. So I implore everyone to be calm and peaceful. Let's watch how the game will turn out to play at the end of the day. Thank you once again, Christian. I appreciate the time given to me today. Thank you. Do have a lovely day. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Banke, for your contribution here this morning. Who else is online? Who is online this morning? Thank you very much, Mr. Banke, for your contribution here this morning. Who else is online? Who is online this morning? Yeah,
Good morning.
Mr. Dezishima. Good morning, Mr. Dezishima. Okay.
Yeah,
Who else
good
online this
morning.
morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Nee. Good morning, Mr. Nee. Yeah, I have the privilege to have you on the program this morning. Let's get a contribution. After Nee.
Oh, okay, fine. I think as a Democrat, if you have any reservation, just head down to the court, and I believe the judiciary are well equipped to give you the right judgment that you seek. Any other thing, it's probably you inciting war and riot. And if we see you doing that, of course, you have been undemocratic. You are probably trying to put the country into turmoil and crisis. So we have conducted an election, and for this election, the primary source of data extraction is the form EC8A, and this form EC8A, there was no way or in any way this form EC8A could have had any network issues like the IRF experienced, because the INEC have actually come out. They said that the IRF collapsed due to the the workload. I mean, the bank networks now have been here and there. I mean, there have been so many glitches with the bank networks. There are so many of us who find ourselves stranded because we cannot log into our banking house for 30-40 minutes. So it doesn't make any sense for the INEC to now 100% rely on the IRF when they know that the primary source of information is readily available, which has been signed by all party agents. So why not just go ahead? And also, I said that the beavers will be effective in cities, but in the remotest area, this machine will not work. So it's going to bring double standard. So I actually appreciate the fact that the INEC said, let us just go on a level playing ground. It doesn't make any sense if we are using beavers in Lagos, we are not using beavers in Ogun State. Because if Ogun State brings in more votes, then we are going to have serious arguments and we will never resolve it. So for the fact that we all conducted election on a level playing ground, everybody could not upload their results as at when due on that very day, which was actually due to the breakdown of the IREF, then I think it's a go-go. If you have any issue, go to the court. All right. So, and for the obedience and the articulate, I mean, for sportsmanship's sake, congratulate the person who has won. All right, congratulate the person who has won. It is just the democratic personality. Even if you want to go to court, at least congratulate him now. He has been given the certificate of president-elect. So what are you waiting for? You are still keeping the grudges. So I think
for your contributions.
I think it is needed
one more
and it is
person, my brother. No
well
person.
required.
One more person. 2 minutes. Who is online this morning? Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Ani, for your contribution. Yeah. I have Mr. Odedechima. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Odedechima.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. I'm sorry before it seems that network has some glitches. Yeah, Mr. Christian, towards end of last year, I made an observation here and I communicated it to you. I thought you must have gone back with to do some works concerning what is happening in your platform. For crying out loud, this platform belongs to you, the Flip TV. It doesn't belong to anybody. And anybody who decide to give chance to talk here is the person that will talk. If you say no, that person will not force you to. What am I saying here? We have about, let me say, 7 to 8 reviewers here in your platform. And we, the audience in this platform, we have observed all of them. And all of them are gentlemen per excellence. But you see, Mr. Kunle, you guys need to go to your to your inner room and know what you have to do with Mr. Kunle in this platform. Honestly, if you guys don't take your time, Mr. Kunle will bring problem in this platform that will close this platform. Take me to the banks, put me anywhere. Now, let me go straight to the point. This morning, as I was watching the order of your program, Lagos this morning, the young man that I've just finished speaking now, Mr. Degunwani, he made a statement in that platform, and that statement should be flagged. He said that Sanwo-Olu must be returned to office by every means. That is what he said this morning. It's on record. That means he's one of those that are those talks that are creating problem in Lagos, killing people, maiming people, wounding people. So, Niyi, that's your statement. I saved it in case for tomorrow. Maybe DSS will need it for them to prosecute you. Furthermore, anybody who is rejoicing on a stolen mandate, if you want to win an election, win free and fair, I will be the person to congratulate you. I will know that you are the wish of the people. But coming to power through crook and crude, and expecting people to call you. Let me tell you, 90% of Nigerians, they don't see Tinubu as a president. Let me tell you the truth. Now, this is a systematic rigging that they have planned. The ANEC just executed a plan they have been orchestrated for a long time now. They started it when they put Mr. A Yoruba man as the chief of the Supreme Court. There's a proverb that said, when a chief stole your thing and continue lamenting and tell you, go to court, go to court, go to court, be sure that the judge that will judge that case is his relation, his senior brother, his father, his brother, or what. This is exactly the issue here. Even if Mr. Peter Obi or ATIKU goes to court from 100 years, take me and quote me anywhere. This mandate, they are not going to change it for anything. They have already decided what they will do. This is what they have done. To my fellow Nigerians, the young ones, listen to me here. I urge you one thing. Obi has done a good job in Lagos. He has liberated Lagosians from the shackles of Tinubu's hands for 24 good years. He has clipped the wing of Tinubu, and it's remaining only 10%. And that 10%, don't just because of this presidential election, I tell you to back out. Go out in mass just like you voted Obi, go out in mass on Saturday and vote for Badebo George of the Labour Party. Vote in mass so that vote out Tinubu's puppet, Tinubu's baby doll, that is Samuel, that is taking orders from Tinubu. Tinubu is the governor of Lagos State today through Samuel. The first speech Tinubu made yesterday, he has already committed a blunder. He said that he thanked Nigerians for making him a governor. This is the beginning. And those of you that are rejoicing that Tinubu is in power, I wonder how Tinubu's government will make you people millionaires. I wonder why you people are rejoicing. A Yoruba man will not buy food cheaper than an Igbo man or cheaper than a Fulani or an Hausa man. All we are asking is this: I don't care where the president comes from. All I care to know is, how can I tell my people that I gave birth to in diaspora that Nigeria is the country tomorrow? And they will look back and see a country, Nigeria, and decide to go back and invest or live in Nigeria. Probably no child born in Europe or in America will see Nigeria and return to Nigeria. That is 100% zero. You cannot see where they are eating rice and you decide to go and drink gari. It's never done anywhere. As far as I know, Tinubu is enjoying a stolen mandate. He's not the president of Nigeria. He came to power through crook and crude. Election was rigged. There's evidences out there to show that this election was rigged 100%. So, you're a young boy. Posterity will judge you. Maybe you will escape it today. But know that you're a man that will give birth to children tomorrow. The society you abuse today because of the peanuts you are getting from every corner of government, know that your children are there to receive it at the latter end, in the nearest future. Maybe not today, not tomorrow, not today, not tomorrow. Go, there is karma. Karma exists. You that support evil today, evil will never depart from you. This is exactly what I want to tell you, Mr. Christian. God bless you.
This is Chima for your contribution this morning. I have my brother. Ooh. Eh? Okay, 1 minute. My brother.
Yeah.
Please, looking at what you saw today, just help us conclude.
Okay.
Concluding prayers.
Okay. Let me say this part. Yesterday, I called for peace. Some people started abusing me. You know, I don't just understand how the way some people think. Someone, let's say, I'm obedient. I vote for Obi. My vote is really, really paining me. But let me tell you this. They say Tinubu he plan cook, right? Say now only Tinubu will plan cook and succeed. Won't he carry his Igbo people along? Won't he carry Hausa people along? Imagine he work against his own even this thing in his own state. A lot of Igbo sitting governor work against Labour Party in their state, and you don't go there and burn them alive first. You come here in Lagos State where an LP win clear, and you are shouting here. They say charity begin at home. If you want a solution to this Nigerian problem, all this shouting, go and listen to what Seun Kuti said. That's the solution to this Nigerian government. That's the solution to Nigerian problem. And you are saying this, you saying blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, it is this ATIKU and Tinubu put Buhari there. Remember, Obi and ATIKU have been one running mate for presidential elect before. These three people, they are together. Me and you, they are just playing us like football up and there. Now calling for peace, you people are abusing. Okay, a lot of people in diaspora, they don't even do Ninja. If they call for protest, they don't even come out, but they can talk. They can just say something. Cause chaos.
What is the way forward?
See, the way forward is this. Let everybody make peace, and let's thinking of next steps. Let's thinking of next things to do.
What is the next thing to do?
Yeah, well, to me, I won't say much, but go and listen to what Seun Kuti says. Okay. That's number one. And number two, we need to start Operation Change Your Mind, Operation Mindset, change the way you're thinking. Maybe you go to North, South, maybe but one thing I know is Obi will be the next president of this country. Of course. That one's sure. Because nobody expects Obi will have this kind power for the first time. Nobody. So he will be the next president of this country. That one, no. You can rig. He will reach a stage whereby every people want one thing, and then that's what they call power of masses. Tinubu come in because he know how to plan it very well. A lot of Igbo sitting government work against Labour Party. A lot of people, they work against him. So what are you now saying? We should just sit down thinking the next move. Go and listen to Seun Kuti's this thing about Nigeria. So I will not say this thing, and we should go. Maybe we should go to North. Maybe Mr. Obi should go to North or make a foundation of operation changing your mindset. A lot of Nigerians still believe Nigeria is for only Fulani and Yorubas. So I'm telling you, Wawo, that we are three, we are Nigerians. Okay, so we need to change the way we're thinking, and let's put someone that we know that is capable here. Okay, but not this fight, not this abusing each other, not fighting each other. Okay, God bless you. God will bless the family. God will bless everybody. Thank you,
very
my
much.
friends.
Yeah, with that, we've come to the end of the program this morning. So tomorrow we'll come here for another exciting edition. Okay, let me give my brother 1 minute. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. So far, so good.
Yes.
So far, so good.
So
What's your
far,
take on the
so
election?
So far, so good. Good morning, my fellow viewers. It's good to be back again after the election, the hula blalo and all that. You see, my take on this, so far, so good. The election has just said what he wants everybody to hear. To me, he didn't say the mind of the people. He only said what he wants us to hear. But I know that with or without, the good, the bad,
him land.
the ugly, everything will be okay.
Yes, my brother, I love
Okay.
this. I love your
Everything will be
tempo, and may the good Lord help us.
Amen.
But the reality is that Odachi is here with us.
Listen, I am, if you know me from my antecedents, you know I have never been tribalistic or what you say. I always speak facts. And what I'll tell you now, EU and everybody have said that the election has been compromised. So I think the best thing now is for all Nigerians to be calm. I know if it's going your way, you'll be happy. If it's not going your way, nobody will be happy. But for the look of things and the situation on ground, you will understand that the masses are actually not happy. Therefore, it is what we call a Jova V in the game of politics. That is what is going on. What you expect, you didn't get, and what you get, you didn't expect. That is what we are getting right now.
Okay. The governorship election, will there be voter party? Or people will come
Well,
out to vote?
honestly, because of the disappointment of the presidential, I don't expect what we call a gap crowd that you come out again for the governorship. A lot of people will have this mindset that even if they come out for the governorship, it's still going to be what happened in the presidential. So, but I think for the apathy aspect, I think a kind of like apathy will be there. Even when you don't think about it, there will be a lot of apathy. People who want to swing votes, because of what happened, regardless, they will be kind of like disappointed, and they will want to this is because of what you did, you are giving it to this man, and not even checking out who the person is and all that.
Okay, PDP, APC are heading to court.
Yeah, PDP, APC, or PDP Labour.
Sorry, PDP Labour. ATIKU will be headed to court.
Yes, that's the right thing for them to do, and as quick as possible. I know why they've not spoken all this while. It's because they are trying to gather their evidences and make sure they proceed with what they call concrete evidence. And I think they have it now, and it is best, what I would say is for them to come out and talk to their fans to be calm while they proceed to court. They know the judiciary is the hope of the common man. That's the last breath of the ordinary man. And I know for once the judiciary also want to speak their mind, regardless, even when they are being compromised before now. I know it's just some said. You cannot tell me the whole judiciary, as we have today, has been bought away by some wrong politicians, so to say. So what I believe is going to court is the best thing for anybody to do at this time, and not to incite anybody by violence. Kudos to what the vice president candidate of the two parties who are heading to court, what they did, the joint press briefing they did, that they are not going to advise any of their followers to go about with arm causing violence. No, Nigeria is peaceful. What we've been enjoying so far, we can't afford to lose them. Can you imagine? I can't afford to lose my brother or my friend or someone who I know somewhere else. So violence is not going to be the key. I think they will go to court, and I'm sure they will get justice, as it's been said.
Okay,
Thank you very much, my brother. Good to see you all.
Okay. Yes, the Labour Party governorship candidate of Lagos, Gbadebo Rose Vivo, there is a mantra by the ruling party on saying that he's not Yoruba, that he's an Igbo man. But I just want to leave us with this. I don't think that we should play tribal politics, but let's play politics of inclusion. I'm Christian Chuku. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. Till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.